So I finally got my blood test results back. So some of you have asked me to get my bloods done to prove that I am a natural bodybuilder. And by finally got it back, I mean like about 2 months ago, because I'm getting so close to comp that I don't really have the mental capacity or energy to really do anything. I feel like I'm f***ing dying every single day. But I really gotta get this video out. So welcome to my unscripted, unplanned video where I guess I talk about steroids. A blood test is the best way to prove that someone is natural. Honestly, probably not. And the reality is, there really isn't any way to prove that someone is 100% natural. I feel like steroids is so common and glorified nowadays within the fitness industry, so that when it comes to someone with a great physique, it really is hard to tell whether or not they achieved it naturally, but I have my reasons. I actually went in and got my blood test about 2 months ago. So today we are going to be going to the doctor to get my blood work done. I get my regular blood checks, but I don't really know what to ask them. I'm like, oh yeah, give me a blood test. But that's literally about it. Date requested and date collected was the 7th of the 6th. So January, February, March, April. I got this done in June and now it is September. So if anything, now that I'm lower body fat and have been in a deficit for a lot longer, the results are probably worse than what it is then as well. I don't even know what to ask. What do I say? Do I get like a complete blood check where I can see my testosterone? So pretty much, I just wanted to get like a whole blood test. I want to get see pretty much everything, like how my testosterone is looking, how everything's looking. Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at. I rarely ever get my bloods done, like a full checkup like this, because I don't really need to. But I guess for anyone who's interested, here are the results. I'm honestly just going to put them up on the screen. From what my doctor said, my creatine levels are high, which is, I guess, to be expected. I don't know what this means. TSH is, I think, normal, but mainly it was my free testosterone. My free testosterone is below average. I have no idea how to read this. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but yeah, I mean, it was to be expected. It was kind of annoying because when I went into the doctor's, he was initially like, oh, why do you need to get a blood test? I'm like, well, I want to see what my testosterone is, blah, blah, blah. And he's like,
so why do you want to check the testosterone level?
Mainly just because when it comes to natural bodybuilding, a lot of them are like, oh, you got to check your blood levels to see if you're on something. No, I'm not, which is why I wanted to kind of just test, prove, show everything. And he was just constantly questioning me. And I guess it's normal for a doctor to question you and ask you why you want to do these things. But when he got my blood test results back, obviously he was worried because he was like, your testosterone's really low, you're eating a lot of red meats, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, okay, well, thanks. Obviously, if your testosterone is quite low and you don't know why, definitely get it checked out, for sure. For me, it was to be expected. I've been in a deficit for quite a long time. I was single-digit body fats for quite a long time. So my testosterone was way below the average.
Are you using any drugs?
No.
Are you using any steroids?
No.
Exactly. Why do you expect your androgen to be low?
Because I've been in a calorie deficit for about 42 weeks now.
You're trying to have what exactly? What are you trying to do? You said
I compete in bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, yeah.
And you're on a calorie-free diet or something like that?
Calorie deficit.
It's affecting your other issues, like it's affecting your liver and kidneys.
Yeah. Which is what I was kind of expecting. If you don't already know, prepping and competing in bodybuilding isn't healthy whatsoever. Everyone has different goals, and for me personally, bodybuilding competitions is just something that I do every 3 to 5 years, as it helps me work towards a goal long term, and it's a way for me to see my overall progress throughout the years. But just like anything you work towards, there will be times when you struggle and dread it like I am now, but you grow stronger, you learn so much out of it, and it's very rewarding at the end. If your goal is to just be fit and healthy and have a good physique, then you don't have to push your body to these limits, as it's extremely taxing on your body physically and mentally. It's not for everyone, and I don't recommend it for everyone, especially if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, because it can lead to severe body dysmorphia, eating disorders, women temporarily lose their menstrual cycle, and for me, well, my penis doesn't work. Yeah, my libido is non-existent, so sorry to my girlfriend. Anyways, all these other results, I have no idea what they mean. Serum ferritin, transferrin, serum iron. He put an arrow there. I don't fucking know what that means. WBC and Newt, don't know what that means. I think my cholesterol is high. Not too sure why. Anyways. Those are my results. Does this prove that I'm a natural? Probably not, but People have asked for it, and you know, there it is. How would I prove that I'm a natural? Honestly, you know, it really is up to you whether or not you believe that I am a lifetime natural or not. But honestly, I have thought about it. My coach Wes, my best friend, he started taking PEDs during that time we were around the same weight and same height and everything like that. And he absolutely blew up. So it was very, very, very tempting. But you know, the implications and the side effects and you know, long-term goals, for me personally, it's just not the lifestyle that I could live. Once you start PEDs, now the food intake is extremely high. Sure, it may seem like that you're able to eat a lot of food, but a lot of these foods have to be relatively clean because you have to watch your health. You have to eat your daily intake of vegetables, you have to eat your daily intake of fruit, you have to have an X amount of water, you have to have your vitamins, your pills, I don't know what they take. And I feel like it really takes away the enjoyment of food. I like to live a pretty lazy and unhealthy lifestyle sometimes. I, for one, am very food driven. I love food. And because I'm so food driven, like I like to have that flexibility and that freedom around food. You know, sometimes I love eating 2 to 3 packets of noodles and not having to worry about my health sometimes. I love sometimes to just go out and smash a whole tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, ordering thick shakes from cafes. Whereas if I were to take PEDs, I wouldn't really have as much freedom. And if I were to have 3 to 4, 5 packets of noodles a day, I'd probably be like, I should probably not be doing that because that's pretty bad for me on top of everything that I'm doing already. And also not to mention the hair loss. If I were to take PEDs, I would be aiming for the fucking Olympia and I'd start losing my hair potentially. And if I lose my hair, I can't grow a beard. And if I can't grow a beard, then I'd look like a fucking monk. Like, the only thing that I can grow are these whiskers. There's no reason for me to do steroids and do all these small natural competitions and stroke my ego just to win natty comps while cycling on and off gear. And if I were to aim for the Olympia, you would have to do steroids properly. Like, a lot of people are scared to go to the doctors and tell the doctors that, you know, I'm taking steroids, I need to get blood tests regularly, I need to check my hormones. You gotta be on top of your health and you gotta start looking after your health even more. You have to understand what you're putting yourself through. If your diet isn't consistent, if you're not training consistent, you haven't done it for more than a year consistently, then taking steroids is just going to ruin your body for a lifetime. Just for some small instant gratification. There are a lot of people out there who take steroids and don't even look like they take steroids. Because one, they expect steroids to be that miracle drug that will get them their body of their dreams without the need to put in the work for training or diet, but it really doesn't work that way. And if you can't commit to your training or your diet consistently in the first place, then there really isn't any point in taking steroids because it's not something that you can just take and sit there and think that it's gonna give you this amazing physique. And you have to kind of think of it long term. Like, what do you want out of it? Unless you're going to be taking PEDs to do it professionally and you wanna aim to become a professional bodybuilder, then by all means, it's not something that I'm fully against. But you have to realize that you have to do it safely and professionally. If you were to do it, have you ever really given proper training and nutrition a go at all? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. And if you haven't, then maybe you should, because the difference between consistently training and dieting for even a year to 2 years makes a huge difference between just training and eating like absolute shit. I feel like now that I have this platform, now that I've influenced so many people as a natural bodybuilder, and now that I'm trying to teach people that you don't have to be a hardcore bodybuilder to achieve your dream physique. You can eat foods that you still enjoy eating and you don't have to eat bland foods. I feel like if I were to take PEDs, I'd now just be another influencer with an unachievable physique who has to take PEDs to get to where they need to get to. But now with this platform, I feel like I want to preach long-term sustainability. I want to preach, you know, doing this healthily and doing this long-term and doing this healthily and doing this long-term. And I'm fucking repeating myself, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. I don't know where this is going, but yeah, that's my thoughts on PEDs, steroids, performance-enhancing drugs, gear, trend, clenbuterol. I don't know any other compounds because I fucking have no idea what I'm saying. Actually, maybe I should talk about the plans. I'm planning to do vlogs for the competition. This is why I want to get this video out, because finally get this video out, then I don't have to think about this. And then I can focus on vlogging the upcoming competition. We've got 4 coming up and we're aiming to get a pro card. And I feel like absolute shit. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you all so much for the support so far. You guys are fucking absolutely insane. The community that I've created is amazing and you guys are all amazing. But yeah, I'll speak to you guys very soon and I'll see you in the next one. I love food way too much. I can't wait to finally eat normal food again and have my social life back.